Hey everybody, it's your girl Denise here. I wanted to come to y'all and show y'all this hair braiding the hair braiding rule being used in Texas and in Iowa, but in this case, it's being used. Y'all know how they have them the uh perfect bra um things in the mall where people do your eyebrows and stuff like that. Well, they're using this law from Minnesota. This how you know this is the whole United States thing and it's a national thing. They using this law from Minnesota to have it in Texas. A Texas company is wanting to sue in Iowa so that he can open up all these, or she or whoever can open up these brow stands in the malls, right? In Texas though, okay? So let me get over here and show y'all what this is so y'all can see. Let's get right to this now.
Iowa over what they view as Iowa's restrictive occupational licensing laws.
Governor Kim Reynolds says she's working on reducing barriers for Iowans who wish to obtain a job that requires licensing. Local 5's Luis Leon reports on what the laws are and why it's contentious.
Perfect Brow Bar is a small business located inside the Jordan Creek Town Center in West Des Moines. And like many businesses during these times, they are struggling to keep workers. But for Brow Bar, the cause is occupational licensing, a concern that motivated them to pursue a lawsuit towards the state of Iowa.
I'm privileged to represent a threading salon, and we're challenging the statute and rules in Iowa that says that if you want to pluck hair from somebody's eyebrows with a cotton thread, you have to get an esthetician license from the Board of Cosmetology.
Attorney Alan Ostergreen of Kirkwood Institute says with this lawsuit, they hope to see more efforts towards occupational reform.
I'd like to see the legislature come back to this issue.
Now you see
work
this.
with the governor
Let me
and
stop
really
this.
ask the
I'm
fundamental
sorry.
question for a lot of these.
Now you see this is all about occupational license reform. It's not just about a hair braider, as I've told y'all several times. This thing is bigger than just hair braiding. And all these, in my eye, all these big white companies, they using black people as the face when you go over here to politic about it, saying that you want to be free from occupational licensing. However, all these big companies that can pay these lawyers, they got all these big mall preferences, are the ones that's crossing state lines and using this her braiders registration. And in my opinion, they not supposed to, because I don't think they had the power. This thing is only for hair braiders. Okay. Now this is the Minnesota statute on hair braiding. Here, this I'm gonna show you where they're using it at. It's saying for the purpose of this section only. For the purpose of this section, simple hair braiding devices means clips, combs, curlers, curling irons, pins, rollers, scissors, needles, thread, okay? And hair binders, including adhesive if necessary and required solely for hair braiding. So we all know in hair braiding, why would you need some curlers? If it wasn't for the fact that she didn't want you to do no penetrating chemicals, okay? It's all about the chemicals. And that's why they're able to try to use this to free all these big companies without letting a franchise of African Americans move forward. They might got some Africans, but they don't got no black business moving forward with the certifications, but they're using your face and your bodies to do it.
Occupations, do we need any kind of licensing whatsoever?
Governor Kim Reynolds signed a significant licensing reform legislation in 2020 with the hope to remove barriers to the professional licensing in Iowa. Reynolds also included this issue as a priority for Iowa during the 2022 Condition of the State Address.
Now, see, the one that they saying she talking about in 2020, that was the hair braiders in Iowa. However, they have a registration and a registration list that they publish your list, okay? So with them, I believe that they, like I said all the time, that everyone is on. Um, see, here it is. They publish your name on this list in Iowa, so that they'll have a registry of Iowans, and anybody can download the data and get this information on how many people are over here. Last I looked, I think it was like 400 people or something, but it's a significant amount of people that are registered hair braiders. However, over here they only want you to use a comb to lock and twist. For hair braiding. They don't want you to they don't want them to have scissors. They don't it's a every state have a problem. That's why it was the big thing for us to do what we did for hair braiders on a national level, because every state is trying to take some from you. They'll try to take these tropical agents, conditioner, gel, shampoo, pomades. We all know that we have colored hair pomades, right? And in some states, they try to tell a hair braider they can't color hair. But that's the quick thing that I wanted to come to you and show you. I'm going to let this play out as well.
We need to continue our work this session to eliminate unnecessary licensing requirements that keep people from moving to or working in Iowa.
When asked about the progress made in occupational reform today, the governor provided a statement saying Iowa has the most flexible licensing, reciprocity, and recognition laws in the country. We will continue to build upon that going forward. Ostergreen says the governor's efforts shouldn't stop now.
This is a good example, though, of why there's more work to do.
Lastly, in Tennessee, they wanted to halt the deregulation because this says permanent removal for the hair braiders. This means that these people that have a perfect threaders bar or anybody that's doing hairstyling, the government can regulate them. However, a hair braider, the government won't be able to regulate them at all because it says permanent removal, a permanent injunction, a permanent transfer of some people that they cannot regulate. Can't go in their shop, can't do all this stuff to them. So no, they not finna try to expand further. They didn't call on to what's really going on with this occupational licensing reform, which I believe is not right. I believe they need to reform it and that only certain people should have a license. Like I do believe the real estate industry should have a license. I believe the medical industry should have a license. I believe the law industry should have a license. But all this nonsense about just because you went to work ugly, you gonna sue and all these people, they need to have a license because your self-esteem. No, I can see if they scalped your head, yeah. But that would only happen at the medical place when you end up finna get some type of cranial surgery. You understand? So I don't believe that cosmetology and any of them should be a part of it. I believe that certain industries need to be free from this occupational licensing.
Larissa joining us now. What is a way to obtain your esthetician license?
Samantha, currently to get an esthetician's license in Iowa from the Board of Cosmetology, you must first complete 600 hours of training, totaling in $12,000 in tuition. And there are other rules too. We did reach out to the Iowa Democratic Party, comment on occupational reform, and they have not reached back. Samantha?
And so I would just like to say we have a national certification for anybody that wants to use the hair braiding guidelines, not just in the state of Minnesota. We have a national certification. So if you are a threader in Iowa, you can get on this list as a hair braider for Iowa. Get your certification through us with Eco Hair Braiders Association. And, because everybody can't afford to get with that lawyer. And that lawyer, once you may call him, he might not add you to the case, but you still got to feed your family, So again, my name is Denise Jarrett. I'm with braiderscourse.com, And so if you want to join braiderscourse.com, I just put the link on the screen. Or if you want to donate to Eco Hair Braiders Association, I'm here. But yes, this is a good thing that everyone is free in the beauty industry with this licensing and certification. However, you just won't be able to use any chemicals, but you will be free to use all the simple hair braiding devices, and that includes threads, needles, curling irons, as well as it includes shampoo. So again, I'm Denise, and you can catch me at braiderscourse.com or swing by my YouTube page. Oh, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I want to be building my YouTube up, so please subscribe and share it. I thank y'all in advance for everything y'all done did, and I hope that God bless y'all, and I'm praying for y'all as well as y'all pray for me. Bye.